Lord, we know that there are many people who are hurting this day.
As floodwaters consume their homes, a moment of solace in prayer.
Lord, continue to bless and watch over each one of us, especially in the days ahead as we begin to rebuild this community.
It's faith that drives this community through this time of despair. With many churches in the area underwater, those seeking to attend Sunday services had to turn elsewhere. This service was held in the most unlikely of places, a Vegas-themed hotel. But parishioners weren't bothered by it.
The church itself is not just a building, the church is the people, and the people can meet anywhere and still have the same worship.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
There are a range of emotions, sorrow, desperation, but also hope and love. Mike and Jan Hagen are living out of their RV. Their house is completely submerged. It was an asset they were relying on for their retirement. For them, being here amongst friends is a comfort.
It's wonderful to come here because we know that all of our church family is here and they all care very much for us and they give us support in prayer and love, and that's a wonderful thing.
Over the next week, the floodwaters here in Minot will begin to recede ever so slowly, but the hardest part is still yet to come for the people here, rebuilding, and many of the residents don't have flood insurance.
This is as close as we can get to our house.
That's Mike and Jodi PICARD's house on the horizon, past the massive water coming from the Souris River. Being the first major flood in more than a century, they didn't think they needed insurance, so they stand at this overpass stunned, overwhelmed with emotion. Their house was built just a year ago. They recently picked out paint and carpet colors.
Just trying to visualize what we're going to come back to, if there's going to be anything. If we're going to be able to rebuild, with the cost and everything, I don't know how people are going to afford it.
Fortunately, not everyone in Minot suffered the same kind of devastation.
Yep, he is going to turn on first.
John Hudsky is pumping water out of his basement. He came back to a stroke of luck. His house was right on the edge of the flood zone, so it's in much better shape than most. But the immersed basement is filled with the stink of putrid water.
Oh boy, a little bit cleaning up and stuff, but that's not the worst ones in the town, so I'm not worried.
Moving on is the only option for people here in Minot, and though it will take months, even years to recover, knowing these waters are no longer rising is a start. In Minot, North Dakota, Bonny Ghosh, Associated Press.